Hello everybody, welcome to a experimental Let's Play series. I'm going to record this episode and this episode only. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to see what you guys think of it, and I'm going to base whether or not I do any more episodes of this game on your reaction. So if you watch this, you enjoy it, you think you want to see more of it, then please like the video or leave a comment and let me know, and that will help me decide whether or not I should make any more of them. So this is Magic Duels Origins. This game came out, a few weeks ago now. I'm a very old school, old-time Magic player. For those of you who are Magic aficionados, I started playing Magic when the Dark was the most recent expansion, and I played off and on all the way up through Marcadian Masks. So you guys, that gives you hopefully a reference point for where I have and have not played. I haven't really touched the game until this came out a few weeks ago. I downloaded it. I saw it was free to play. I thought, hey, I'll give it a spin, see if it's any fun. I quite enjoy the format. I like the fact that the set is very limited and you're restricted on what you can get. There's no trading. There's no buy specific cards. It's all totally random. Of course, if you want to throw a lot of money at it, you can have 4 copies of every card. But at the same time, you don't have to. So I've been playing off and on since it came out. I played quite a lot in the last week. I have not spent any money on buying packs. All of the cards that I have gotten, I have come through just, I did all the campaigns, and then I've played a whole bunch of solo games, and I've also played some online games. So in this video, I'm just going to show you one of my decks, and then we're going to play a couple of online games with it, and we'll just kind of play it by ear, depending on how long each of those games take. We might do as few as 1 or possibly as many as 3. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so let's just take a look. The deck that I'm going to play with is, you can see all of the decks that I built. The deck I'm going to play with is the first deck I actually built, although I have since, of course, updated it. I looked at the starter cards that they give you, and I was immediately struck by how many synergistic elf cards there were. So I built an elf deck. It was tolerably good, and I've been playing it ever since. Since then, I've added a bunch of cards that I've gotten through packs, but the core of the mechanics of the deck are still based on those original cards that I started with. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through these, highlight a couple of cards that I see. So Evolutionary Leap is a card that I just recently got and added it to the deck. It's been amazing. We'll talk about it more if it comes up in play. The core of the deck is the Jagged Star Archers and the Liliana Huntmasters, which are both starter deck cards. Shaman of the Packs, I got 3 of those. That turned out to be very nice. I just pulled him in a pack today. I was super excited to finally see him. We'll see if he actually comes up. This guy I'm not so sure about. I'm on the fence. He's a little expensive for what he does. I have 1 Wild Instincts, and the only 5 casting cost cards are my removal cards. So, and then you can see my land distribution. So, that's the deck. That's what we're going to be playing with. We're going to give this a shot. I am by no means a Magic expert. I've just told you my whole history with the game. And so you should know as well as I do that I have some idea what I'm doing, but not a ton. Not a ton. So if I screw up, that's just going to be part of the game. So here we go. We got our first match against a random opponent here. Going to load up the game. That's a blue-red picture, but and we're matched up against a rank 1. That's well, we'll see. You never know. You never know. So I have 3 black cards and no black mana, so I'm going to mulligan that. This is a little better. I'll keep this. It's 4 lands, which is more land than I like to have in my starting hand, especially with the Gatekeeper Vine, but we got one of our engine cards as well, so And we've already mulliganed once, so that's why I'm inclined to take this. All right, are we up first? It looks like we're up first. Nope, he's up first. Never mind. I thought he was up first. I was just like, nothing's happening. A Molten Vortex. I have that card in one of my other decks. That's a really good card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He did not mulligan down to 6 cards. And we drew a Sunblade Elf. Well, we were always going to play a forest on our first turn anyway, so we'll just go ahead and follow it up with the Sunblade Elf. So the Sunblade Elf is a 1 casting cost guy. You notice this is a green-black deck, and this is a green-white card. There is 1 Plains in the deck. And the reason why there is 1 Plains in the deck is because I have 4 Gatekeeper Vines. So if I already have the mana I need to cast my green and black spells, I can use a Gatekeeper Vine and go get my 1 Plains. Alright, he played a Goblin Piker. A solid 2/1 for 2 creature. So we're going to play this guy. So we could play the Archer or the Gatekeeper Vine. I think I'm going to play the Gatekeeper Vine. I'm going to go get the Plains. We already have 2 green mana and 2 black mana in our hands. So I'm going to go get the Plains because we have a Sunblade Elf out. I'm not going to attack him. I'm just going to say go. So we could have played the Archer, but the Archer wouldn't have been able to block this thing and live either. So I see no reason to rush. It'll be interesting to see what he does here. In fact, I think I'm even going to try and get this guy into play before I play any more elves, if I can. I may or may not actually be able to do that, depending on how the game goes. But I'm going to play this a little slow. This is not a rush deck, despite the fact that it's full of cheap creatures. It is a control deck. Oh, he's using Molten Vortex. He's probably going to kill my wall. And discard a land card. Oh, nope, he's going to kill my Sunblade Elf. Interesting. That's fine. I will take 2. So we're just not going to mind losing some life here. Our goal is going to be to try to stabilize, hold him off, and hopefully our superior control abilities will allow us to win. I'm not going to play the Jagged Scar Archers either. I'm just going to say go. So we're going to try and get this guy into play. Now, he may kill this guy as soon as I play him and make me regret waiting, but we'll see. We'll see. He's got... If you use Molten Vortex that freely, he probably has a bunch of land in his hand. Foundry Street Denizen. Okay, alright. He just played out his whole hand. He's got a ton of small creatures. He doesn't have 3 direct damage on the board, although if he draws another land card, he will. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no reason for him not to attack me with all of those. So, I will block 1 and take 3. So, now the outcome of this game could well be decided by whether or not this lives to my next turn. If this lives to my next turn, we have an excellent chance. If he manages to kill it, however, then we do not. Even though we're going to wind up taking a ton of damage here. And it's interesting, you always wonder what's going on in the opponent's head. Does he know that he has to kill that this turn, or not? If he drew a land card or a direct damage spell, he's got to be debating. Kill it this turn or wait. Kill it this turn or wait. It's going to be expensive if he wants to kill it this turn. He's going to have to 2-for-1 it. He's still thinking. Okay. He's Inferno Fisting that guy. So he can kill it if he sacrifices the Inferno Fist and this thing. He's got to know I'm not going to block anything with it. So now he attacks me probably with everything. Yeah, no reason not to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will chump block this thing. Wait while he watches the damage effects. Now, let's see. Is he going to kill it? I mean, it's not over if he decides to kill it. But, alright, he did not kill it. At least not yet. Alright, so I'll play another land. And then I'm going to go ahead and play these guys. And these guys. And do I attack for 3? Let's see, I'm at 9. Yeah. Now, what is he going to do? I attacked almost to make him not want to kill this thing. Like, he's going to want to focus on the creatures that are untapped. But as long as he doesn't kill this thing, I should be able to make myself more blockers next turn. Yeah, he's going to attack first, huh? Interesting. Alright, so this guy will block here. This guy will block there. This guy will block there. Now, let's see. These two are going to die. That's going to make him a 3/3. Alright, I'm still going to have him block here. So, what's he going to do? He's sacrificing this guy to do 2 damage. Probably to this guy. I mean, he could throw it at me, I guess. Maybe to this guy if he wants to try and keep this alive. This guy. Interesting choice. Oh yeah, the guy who was blocking that. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, and I took 1. Alright, now you can see the board position looks much more favorable for me. Let's see. So I could play Shaman of the Pack. Yeah, I think that's my play here. I like to save this for when he's almost dead, but I think I need to get it out there. So let's play Shaman of the Pack. It's going to do 4 or 5 damage to him. I'm never sure if it counts the shaman or not. I guess it does. So it should do 5. Yeah, so it did 5 to him. Now, yeah, I think we just attack with everything. So that's going to be 1, 2, 7, 10. Not quite enough to kill him. Kind of unfortunate. And sure, we'll throw this out as another blocker. Take the forest. So he can do 4 damage to us. If that's a land, he can do 6 damage to us. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Ooh, that changes the equation a little bit. That's 4. 6. Leaving me at 2, but he's out of mana. Very, very close. He's probably got a land card in his hand. He's like, damn it, I can't play this and throw it at you. Alright. Obviously we're going to attack with everything here. And he's dead. Very close. Very close. But not quite enough direct damage to finish me off. Alright, so that was one match. Let's go ahead and do one more, shall we? So you saw me win a match. Let's see if we can make it 2 in a row. Yeah, so it was a pretty straightforward burn deck. Doesn't look like he had a ton of extra cards either, although he did have an exquisite Firecraft, which is not a starter card. It was a pretty straightforward game. Hold him off. You know, like I said, it all came down to that one turn when he had the option to kill that creature and he chose not to. If he would have killed it, I think he would have won the game. Because, you know, he wound up 2 damage short. Alright, so obviously we can't keep this hand. Only 1 land. This hand is terrible. But I don't want to go down to 6 cards, so we'll try it. 2 Sunblade Elves. We'll have to hope we draw into some better cards here. We'll start with Forest the Sunblade Elf. Pink drawing this. This is certainly nice to see. For sure. Alright, blue-white. Blue-white. That is usually a pretty good matchup for me. But, we'll see. Oh, this is probably an artifact deck. You know, I haven't played too many artifact decks. Interestingly enough. I would think they would be more popular than they have been so far. Let's see. We've got 2 green and 2 black. Alright, I can afford to go get a Plains. I think I'm going to go ahead and cast this and go get a Plains rather than cast another elf. If he wants to beat on me with his Rune Servitor, I can take a hit from that. So you can see how this Gatekeeper Vine Sunblade Elf is a nice combination, even in a deck that doesn't play white. Of course, the downside is, really, Sphinx's Tutelage. I have never seen anybody play that against me before, outside of that one campaign. He's going to try and control mill me to death. Well, That's going to be interesting for him. So let's play the plains. I am perfectly willing to trade a Sunblade Elf for that artifact creature. So let's attack. I wonder if he'll block. I suspect he will. Yes, he does. And... oh, and he milled me. Great. Let's play this. So let's see. How many more cards does he have to draw before I run out of cards in my deck? Quite a few. So now he's showing Counterspell. So what do we have here? We have 2 elf cards that I would kind of like to play. Let's go ahead and drop the swamp. And sure. Which one do I actually want? I'd actually rather have this one, believe it or not. So I'm going to play this and see if he'll counter it. I suspect he will. Oh no, not countering it. Alright, I'll play this one too. Wonder if he has a displacement wave in his hand that returns a bunch of creatures to owner's hand. So the reason why, normally you like to attack first, of course, before you play your spells, but by playing those 2 elves, I was able to get this guy up to a 3/3 before I attacked. Angelic Edict. That's an expensive removal card. Of course, I'm one to talk. I'm holding an expensive removal card in my hand as we speak. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw down the Rogue's Passage. Now we might as well attack. Oh, whoops. Shouldn't have attacked. Oh, no. That's right. We can attack. Because he killed that guy that gets buffed for the more elves I have. Okay, now we'll throw down... sure. No reason to hold that. We can get a few more lands out of my deck. Guess we'll take another forest. Ooh, he got quite a few with that pull. If he doesn't play a blocker, Sigil of the Empty Throne, he's going to take a ton of damage on this turn. So that's 9. So let's see if he has an answer. Otherwise, I'm going to kill him next turn. It's kind of an interesting deck he's got. One Rune Servitor. Ah. So it's going to give him a 4/4 and a 3/4. Interesting. And he left the game. Probably because he realizes that if I do that again, he's going to take... let's see, can I do 4 damage to him? I'm not sure from his perspective that I can actually do 4 damage to him. Let's see. If I attacked with everything, he blocked those 2, he would take 3. Yeah, he'd take 3. Now, as it turns out, I can kill this one of his creatures and do 4 to him, but he had no way of knowing that. Oh well. Doesn't really matter which one I kill. What does this thing do? Oh, each player draws a card when it dies. Alright, sure, I'll kill this thing. Now, you can attack with all. You can only block 1. And I kill him. Alright. And 2 games down. 2 wins, even. Shall we play one more? Let's play one more. Those both went pretty quickly. So play one more. We'll see if we can get a defeat out of from me in this video. I'm definitely above 500 in my lifetime rankings on this game, but not that far above 500. Well, I mean, obviously, in the ranking systems, I'm, 12, 13 games above 500? You can tell from my ranking, whatever it is. But how many times have I actually lost? At least 6 or 7. Unable to join game. Try again. So you can see that this is, even though it's got a bunch of cheap creatures in it, it's actually a control deck. It's designed to kind of hold off until it can get it. It's not a super late game control deck like his deck was, but it's designed to hold out until the mid game, be fast enough to kill the control decks like that, but have enough control to deal with the burn decks. That's the idea. It's got some tempo. It's got some cheap creatures and a mana curve, but it's really more of a control deck than anything else. And you guys haven't... Well, I guess in the first game I did get one of my ancient cards going, ooh, rank 15. This guy's probably going to destroy me. And he plays first. Alright, that's a good hand. We got a Elvish Visionary and an Evolutionary Leap. It's two pretty good cards. Wild Instincts. We got a lot of cards I only have one of in my deck. Sure, let's go ahead and play the Sunblade Elf. First turn, Sunblade Elf. So anything can happen, of course. If I never draw another land the whole game, I'm going to lose, probably. But and of course, it's going to depend on what he's done as well. I mean, he's rank 15. His deck is probably pretty damn good. Goblin Glory Chaser. Interesting. Alright, so we'll play the dual land. So, we play the Visionary or the Evolutionary Leap? Well, if he attacks me, I'm going to have to trade, no matter which one I play. So I think I'll play the Visionary, because I'd rather trade with the Visionary, because I don't want that thing to get renowned. I will not attack with the Sunblade Elf. Oh, actually, we have 4 land, don't we? Never. Dragon Fodder. You know, I have not drawn one of those. Let's see. Do you attack? You probably should attack. No? Alright. Alright. So let's play a forest, and I think I'm going to get that Evolutionary Leap out there. Though I do have some other good creatures to play. I want to get this on the board. It's a great card when you're faced with the prospect of trading creatures. Well, trading creatures not so much, but against removal, it's amazing. And red, he's probably got a fair amount of removal in his deck. It's great for chump blocking, I guess is what I should say. Okay. You attack me with both of those. I will take it. I want to trade with those. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the forest. And let's get the archers out there. That should at least deter him from attacking with his 1/1s. And I still have a mana open to Evolutionary Leap. He's probably going to try and kill these things, so nice to have that mana open after I play them. Okay. Not going to. Instead, he's going to play the Curd Ape Shaman, which is fine. Going to attack me with that thing. Is he going to attack me with anything else? Okay, that's fine. No, I think I just want to take 2. This thing has Renown, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, well. I will take 2. Alright, so now I have the option of killing it with Flesh to Dust. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I have a couple of removal spells in my hand. Yeah, why don't I use this to kill the Curd Ape Shaman? I'll take another 3 from that creature again next turn. I won't be able to attack either. No, alright, I changed my mind. I'm going to play this instead. That turns that thing into a 5/5 on its own. Alright, and I will just say go. Now I have to be a little bit careful with that Curd Ape because he can give people... Well, it costs him 5 mana, which he currently does not have. So he can't give anybody... Can't give anybody +2/+2 this turn. Oh, an Ember Hauler. Okay, he's certainly busting himself out there. Another land, that's not what I needed to see. He didn't attack me. That's very interesting. Well, I'm going to take my chance here and kill those guys while he's tapped out. Still has a bunch of cards left, and they're not land. He probably has a bunch of expensive cards in his hand, is what I'm guessing. There's really no reason for him not to be attacking me. I guess if he's afraid of me attacking him back with that, that could be a reason for him to hold off. Alright, Inferno Fist. Probably on this thing, I'm guessing. Oh no, he's Inferno Fisting an Elvish Visionary? Interesting choice. I guess that keeps me from blocking it with the archers. He did not attack, however. I'm not really sure. This guy's not playing anywhere nearly as aggressively as I would be playing in his position. Gotta keep my hand on the stop timer button. Hey, where were you like 6 turns ago? I should probably play you. I'm almost ready to start evolutionary leaping just to get more cards to play. In fact, if he doesn't do anything on his turn, I probably will. All right, what are you going to do? Going to start throwing stuff at me. Okay, you probably. I wonder if you have a. So that's where you start seeing the power of evolutionary leap. I wonder if he has a Chandra's Outburst in his hand. Would not surprise me. Yep, Chandra's Ignition. So that's going to kill everything except for this and itself. Which is fine. Let's do that. And let's do that. 2 Gatekeeper Vines. Not exactly what I was hoping to draw there. Now he can attack me for 6. But he's out of cards in his hand. And he hasn't killed me. Alright, yeah, definitely. Well, actually, no, nope, it's not big enough. I was thinking I could kill it with a Gatekeeper Vine, but no. Alright, well, we gotta kill this thing. And then we'll play a Gatekeeper Vine. And we'll finally get the plains. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have gotten a forest. I was an idiot. Now if he kills this, I won't be able to evolutionary leap it. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, if he drew an Exquisite Firecraft, he's going to win. Road's passaging that thing. Alright. I will chump block. This is where I should have gotten that forest. Cost me a card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll still have enough to wild size. Alright, so let's do a Gatekeeper Vine. This time we'll take a forest. play the forest. Play the Elvish Visionary. Let's see. Do I want to play that card? I think I'd rather save my mana for wild sizing. So we'll continue. Oh. He can just rogues passers me to death, can't he? Yeah, he can. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be at 1. Not sure there's anything I can do about that. I don't have a creature. Well, no, I do have a creature in my hand that could potentially save me. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can draw it. And I did not. Which sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Gonna lose this one. Them's the breaks. I mean, he could always screw up, but doesn't seem likely. If he had rogues passage the other creature last turn, he would have killed me this turn, for sure. Oh, he's going to let me block. Okay. Dude, it's too late. Oh, he screwed up, and we have another turn. Wow. That is very, very lucky. And you didn't even throw the Inferno Fist at me. Well, there's always luck. All right, let's play another Gatekeeper Vine so we can evolutionary leap it. Go ahead and play the forest. And we'll go ahead and play the Jagged Star Archers. I don't think I'm going to play the Shaman of the Pack, though. And we'll say go. Well, we'll see what he does. He's cursing himself for 15 different kinds of an idiot for not rogues passaging that 3/1 before he attacked with it. Oh, it's my turn. Whoops. My bad. Oh, Rock's Maulers. Lovely. Great. 4 Gatekeeper Vines in my deck, and I have now drawn them all. There, that's a better creature. Alright. Start by playing this. We want to make sure we save enough mana to do this. Which will not be an issue. See, should I play the Shaman of the Pack now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I would not be able to play the Gatekeeper Vine if I did. But that's okay. Yeah, I think we'll play this now. Get another elf token out there. And you can take 3. Obviously, we don't attack. Because I'm counting on him to attack with this thing. Well, maybe he won't. Maybe I should have attacked. Oh, the Rogue's Passage. Oh. Forgot about that again. Well, not going to be able to do anything about that. And he killed me. All right, well, good game. Forgot about the Rogue's Passage, but I don't think it would have made any difference regardless. Well, there you go. Close game on the third one, but a loss nonetheless. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure and like the video, or this will probably be the last episode I do of this. And, of course, if you have any suggestions for how I could have played better, feel free and post them, and I will consider them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a terrific day.